welcome back to my channel. My name is Josie, and this week's video is going to be another knitting podcast. First, I want to show off my finished object, which is my Seaway Pullover by Ozetta. Oh my goodness. This is the sweater of my dreams. I think it blacked out perfectly, and it's super oversized, but I made the sleeves just the right length so that they're just a little bit past my wrists, and it's just so comfy and cozy. So, like I said, this is the Seaway Pullover by Ozetta. I knit this in one strand of Drops Lima in the Color Petrol, and I used just under 12 balls of yarn. I think originally I just had 10 balls, but then I had to buy 2 more, and I don't have that much left. And I knit the size 3, and I used her recommended needle size. But the only modifications, so to speak, that I made are I shortened the neck, I think by 1 inch, and the bottom ribbing by 1 inch. Oh, and I guess I took away one of the cable repeats in the arms to make sure that it wouldn't be too long for me. But nothing huge. I didn't try to rework the short rows or anything. I don't usually do that. But it fits perfectly, and I love it. I would 100% recommend her patterns to anyone. I think she's fairly size inclusive. Don't knock me if I am completely wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure she's fairly size inclusive, and she makes some oversized garments that would probably work. But I'm in love with this one, and I'm so happy I made it. Alright, let's get on to the whips. First off, I have the Wildflower Shawl, which is in the 52 Weeks of Scarves book. I'm not super far in it yet, but as you can see, the pattern is starting to come out a little bit. You can see some of the stems, and I think it's going to be perfect. So I'm knitting this one up for my wedding, which will be later this year, and I'm hoping I can finish it. If not, that's okay, but this one is knit in 2 strands of yarn. One strand is one strand of the Dreamy Sock yarn base by Lavender Fiber Co, and 1 strand of Lavender Fiber Co's Suri Alpaca, both in the color tea green. And I'm knitting this on US size 7 needles, which is 4.5 millimeter needles. And I think the ribbing was knit on 4 millimeter needles, which is US size 6. And this is the first shawl that I've ever knit in the round. So from what I understand is that at the end there's this knit section where it's just like a chunk of stockinette. I assume I'll be cutting it in the middle of that stockinette section so that I can kind of have it as a wrap, because in the pictures it's more like a flat shawl and not like a infinity scarf. So we'll see. That'll be a fun little new technique for me. So that's the first one. Next, I've been working on my Wanaka Pullover by Andies Knits, and I think I'm like halfway through the back yoke so far, and it is super curly, so my gauge is off a little bit, but I do believe that I made a size bigger than I need to make sure that it was oversized, so I'm hoping that that's enough for it to still fit. I guess we'll find out, but I'm knitting this one in another Lavender Fiber Co yarn. This is City of Emeralds in her classic DK, and I like how this one's knitting up. It's a nice, I really like this green. It's probably one of my favorite colors. But I think it'll block out nicely and it'll be super soft, and I think I'm in love with this project. Alright, and lastly, I've been working on my second muscle burrow hat. This one, I got a little bit of progress on this one. It's super soft. I think it's super, like, it's not itchy on my neck. It's super skin, it's safe to for next to skin, I would say. This one I'm knitting in one strand of a Lavender Fiber Co sock weight yarn and one strand of a mohair that I dyed. So this was one of the first testers for strawberry taffy. It's a little bit darker of a colorway now, but I just thought I'd use this one up in this hat. And this combo is so soft, and I am not mad about the little phase of buying Lavender Fiber Co yarn that I went through. My fingers and my hands are so happy for it right now. I don't have any acquisitions for this video, but I do want to share a knitting plan that includes one of my yarns that I dyed. So this yarn is Sour Apple, and I want to make a tie for my fiance for our wedding. So if I don't finish my shawl for the wedding, so what? I hope I finish this, because I think it'd be super special for him to wear a tie that I made. And for it to be out of a yarn I dyed, dream come true. And he's agreed, it was actually, okay, he didn't agree to it, it was his idea. I didn't even think he would want to wear a tie, so I'm glad that he asked for it. So that'll be my next cast on. I think I might try to finish this hat before I cast that on, but if I can't finish this hat, I'm gonna cast that one on soon. If you haven't heard, my website is live, so right now, as of filming this video on April 15th, there is sock weight yarn and lace mohair, but I would like to add a DK and a worsted weight yarn so that I can have more options for you guys. So I don't have any of these dyed up, but I did get the yarn yesterday. So my goal this week is to dye some of those up so that they're options on the website. And then I also have an idea for a colorway possibly to come out in May. As I've said before, I really want to keep most of my colorways in stock. Unless for some reason it's not super popular, then I will discontinue it. I would like to come out with maybe one colorway a month for the next few months to kind of build up stock, and I'd like to do it in the different bases that I have. Of course, adding more as time goes on. I have a sticker idea in the works, and I really appreciate any support you're willing to give. Aside from knitting, I have been learning how to sew, and I got a weaving loom. So I've started a weaving project, which I'll insert some footage of it, I think, over on this side. I'm using one strand of a cotton yarn. I don't remember what yarn weight it is, but it's a cotton one, and I dyed it. I'm not sure how well I can repeat that specific color, but I'm using that for the warp of the weaving, and the weft of the weaving I am using, I believe it's a Burrow yarn. It's just a gray yarn that I had in my stash. And I'm hoping that I made the warp long enough for it to be a scarf. So I just got started, so it's not very far along, and I'm super excited about it. It's so fun. It's so relaxing. I didn't think I'd have that much fun weaving. So, and then like I said, I also started sewing, so I have a few projects in the works. A pair of pants that are probably going to be too small, and a bag that I just didn't like how I did the straps, so I'm going to have to redo them. And then I started a dress. This one's not following a pattern, and I really went bold with it and tried to copy a dress that I already had a little bit, so I used kind of like the same measurements for this one that I'm trying to sew. So unrelated to my fiber arts, I've also started playing with plants this year, so I'll insert some footage of my house plants and my seed starting. It's going well. I have some, not all of them are going to grow obviously, but I have a squash plant, a zucchini plant, and 2 bean plants, I think, that are going to hopefully thrive. I got this plant tower that nothing's growing yet in it, but I do have herbs and peppers and maybe some fruit seeds that I'm trying to start in there. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll keep you guys updated if you're interested. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what colorways you would really like to see. And I'll catch you in the next one.